Before we get started today, I want you to follow the link that I put in the description. It's only like 2 minutes long. I need you to go watch that. Do that first before you watch this video. Go ahead, hit pause, I'll wait. Okay, good. So hopefully you watched the video. If you didn't watch the video, the rest of this message is not going to be as effective for you. So please, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. I want you to remember our dragon from that video. We're going to come back to him in just a minute. Before we go on, though, I want to go ahead and I want to read out of Genesis 33, verses 1 through 4. Jacob looked up, and there was Esau coming with his 400 men. So he divided the children among Leah, Rachel, and the two maidservants. He put the maidservants and the children in front, Leah and her children next, and Rachel and Joseph in the rear. He himself went on ahead and bowed down to the ground 7 times as he approached his brother. But Esau ran to meet Jacob and embraced him. He threw his arms around his neck and kissed him, and they wept. So in this verse, Jacob has prepared for the worst. He's prepared physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And so he's just, the worst is going to happen. Last he knew, Esau wanted to kill him. And when he gets there, what's the reality? None of those things happen. In fact, the opposite happens. Esau throws his arms around him. So I want to invite you to consider an idea. Fear is an illusion. Now, I'm not saying that fear isn't real, but our perception of fear might be an illusion. Do you remember our dragon from that video? The reality was that he is a clever geometric shape that tricks you into thinking that he is moving his head and following you with his eyes. And the reality is that, in fact, for the first 2 minutes of that, you are convinced that he is following you, that he is turning. And so this illusion persists until about the 2-minute mark, when he moves the camera just a little bit further, and then you see the reality, and the illusion is shattered. It seems that fear, or at least our perception of fear, is actually an illusion that is separate from the physical reality. They're two very different things. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say you get an email from your boss, and the boss says, okay, so I'm going to have a meeting with you tomorrow. And your brain starts to run away. Your brain's like, oh, he's going to have a meeting with me tomorrow. I wonder if I messed up. I probably messed up. He's probably going to yell at me, and then he's probably going to beat me with hoses, and then he's going to fire me, and I'm going to be homeless. I'm not going to have shoes. I'm going to live in a cardboard box, destitute for the rest of my life. And then you go into the meeting and the boss says, oh, we're going to be painting the offices, so I just need you to move down the hall here for this week. Illusion, reality. So I think that Jesus was helping his disciples when he used phrases like fear not and have peace. In John 16:33, he says, I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. He wants you to see past the illusion of fear and know peace. So what's the practical application here? When you begin to feel fear, I want you to remember our friend the dragon. He is very convincing at first, but illusion is not reality. Your fear will be very convincing, and it will feel like an absolute certainty. But when you see the reality behind it, that illusion will be shattered. Fear not. Have peace, my friends.